Hi, I'm David Hall with Kraft Music. Today we're going to take a look at the Yamaha Clavinova CLP-575. Think of this as a video owner's manual. I'm going to take you through the sounds, the songs, the functions, and the recording capabilities of this outstanding digital piano. If you have any questions about this or any other Clavinova, please feel free to contact us and one of our sales advisors would be happy to assist you. They can also put together a custom package of accessory items to further enhance your playing experience. This is the Yamaha Clavinova CLP-575. Today we're showing it in the stunning high polish ebony, but it is also available in rosewood and black walnut. Starting at the top, we have a music rest which can be folded down and locked into place. We also have these handy music braces. These are designed, incidentally, to allow you to make page turns without ripping your songbooks. We also have a sliding key cover. Down below we have 3 pedals, just like an acoustic grand piano, the damper or sustain. We have a sostenuto and a soft pedal. The power switch is located to the far right of the keyboard. Simply press and hold it to turn the piano on. Directly below that, we have a slider for the volume, low to high. On the left side of the keyboard, you'll notice the control panel. Here we have a very high visible LCD screen that lets you know in a snapshot all of the information of what the piano is doing at that moment. Below that, we have a series of buttons. The first group I'd like to point out are the piano sounds. Simply press piano, and you can scroll through the different sounds available. At power on default, the piano automatically launches the CFX Grand piano sound, which sounds like this. To access the different piano sounds, simply press the piano button repeatedly. Next, we have the warm sound of a Bosendorfer Grand. Followed by a bright Grand. The next sound is the mellow Grand. Here's the warm Grand. Followed by the Pop Grand. Here's the Jazz Grand piano sound. And lastly, this is the Rock piano sound. All of these piano sounds are simply excellent. And further enhancing the playability of this fine piano is the graded hammer action. Additionally, every single key is weighted independently to reproduce the true feel of an acoustic grand piano. You'll also notice that there are wooden keys. And Yamaha, because they make such fine acoustic grand pianos, is incorporating the same key top material within the Clavinova line. You can also adjust the touch sensitivity of the piano to match your playing style. Simply go into the menu. The control panel offers a variety of different settings from soft to hard to match your individual preference. The next group are the electric pianos. Here you'll find a variety of electric piano sounds to choose from. This is the Stage electric piano. Followed by the DX electric piano. There are several other electric pianos in this instrument, including the vintage electric piano, a soft electric piano, the phaser electric piano, the DX Bright, and a tremolo vintage. Moving on to the organ sounds, here you'll find a mixture of classical and jazz organ sounds, including organ principal. This is the organ tutti. One thing to note here, certain keyboard instruments are not touch sensitive. This would include organs and harpsichords. When you select those tones on the Clavinova CLP-575, the instrument will automatically disable the touch sensitivity of the keyboard to faithfully reproduce the playing style and technique of those appropriate sounds. Let's take a listen to the jazz organ sound. Other sounds in this group include the jazz organ 2 and mellow organ. Next, we move on to the string group. Not only do you find strings in here, but you find choir and also a synth pad. Here's the string sound. Next, this is the slow strings. Followed by the choir. Moving on, the bass group has a variety of different bass instruments, including acoustic, fretless, and electric. Additionally, there's a very handy layered sound featuring the acoustic bass with a ride cymbal. That's really great for jazz music. Here's the acoustic bass. Now here's that same sound using the acoustic bass with a ride cymbal. Other sounds include the electric bass and the fretless bass. The last group is labeled Others, and here we'll find 2 different harpsichords, a vibraphone, and 2 different guitar sounds. Here's the harpsichord. One thing to note about the harpsichord sound is when you let the key off, it replicates the tone of the plectrums on the strings of a harpsichord. Here's the vibraphone. Let's give a listen to the nylon string guitar. The next feature I'd like to show you is the dual and the split capability of this fine piano. When you activate the dual mode, it provides you with the ability to pick two different sounds and have them layered together. For example, here's the grand piano and the strings. For your layer, you can select from any two instruments and adjust the volume for each independently. Press the button again to activate the split mode. In this example, you can have two different sounds playing. However, one is on the right hand and the other is on the left. In this example, we have the CFX grand piano with the acoustic bass. It's common for digital pianos to offer either dual or split modes. However, the CLP-575 gives you both. Simply press the button again, and now in the control panel window, I see CFX Grand with strings layered in my right hand and acoustic bass in my left. Of course, you can select whatever voices you wish. However, this is a very common setting. Next, I'd like to show you the metronome and rhythm section. To activate the metronome, simply press the metronome button. You'll hear the clicking of the metronome. From here, you can adjust the tempo up or down. You can also adjust the time signature. You might notice the bell is ringing on the downbeat of a 4/4 measure. Let's change it to 3/4. Here's 2/4. And back to 4/4. Additionally, you can practice your music with a wide variety of drum rhythms. Actual drum sets have been recorded. This makes it a lot more interesting and fun to practice your music with a real sounding drum set. Simply turn on rhythm, select it, and here you see a variety of different styles to choose from. Here's the 8-beat pattern. It's interesting to note that you can also have the rhythm pattern both offer an introduction and an ending. The CLP-575 has a built-in recording studio. This will allow you to record your compositions, save them, and share them with your friends and family. You can record up to 16 different parts for each song, plus save up to 250 songs within the piano's memory. Simply press record, select which part you would like to record first, and as soon as I begin playing, it's recording. Press stop when you're finished. Now the control panel will ask you to either save it, retry it, or cancel it. I'm going to save that. It's easy to add on a second part. Simply press and hold record. Navigate down to the user song 1, and then select part number 2. As soon as I start playing, it's recording. And when I'm finished, press stop. Again, I'm asked to either save it, retry it, or cancel it. Let's save that. At this point, I've recorded 2 parts. However, I can keep going and add up to 16 total. To navigate to that, simply press and hold record, select the song, then navigate to the extra part. The CLP-575 has a large library of built-in music. First, we have a demonstration song that correlates to each of the voices of the piano. Here's the demo song for the stage electric piano. In addition to the voice demo songs, by pressing the song button, you can access the built-in library. First, we have folders. From here, you'll see 3 different folders. The first is user, and this is where I would save my compositions. The Piano 50 folder contains 50 compositions. These correlate to the music book that came with your piano, labeled 50 grades for the piano. When you open this up, you'll see that the index lists all of the compositions. And again, this includes a wide variety of songs from classical favorites to tangos to ragtime. And each song is numbered. For example, Fur Elise is song number 13. Simply navigate to song number 13 within the menu and press play. It's interesting to note that Yamaha records all of these compositions with the left and the right hand parts separate. This is very helpful for you to use the control panels of the piano to mute either part for practice or performance. The next folder is lesson. Now, within the lesson folder, we see a number of composers listed, such as Beyer, Bergmuller, Czerny, and Hanna. These are well-known composers within piano teaching circles. You can also purchase music books that correlate with these exercises. The CLP-575 has an amazing sound system. It features 4 speakers with complete stereo enhancement and 160 watts of power. Plus, you can plug in your smartphone or your tablet into the handy 1/8-inch jack input. And when you would like to practice privately, simply plug in your headphones into one of the 2 headphone jacks, and it will automatically turn off the speakers. The piano also includes dual 1/4-inch line outputs. This is especially helpful if you plan on plugging the piano into an external sound system, such as what you would find at your church or a school. So there you have it, the Yamaha Clavinova CLP-575, an extraordinary digital piano. If you have any questions about this or any other Clavinova, please feel free to contact us. For Kraft Music, I'm David Hall. Thanks for watching.